I woke up this morning expecting a normal day, but turns out that Spirit Halloween uploaded a video titled Halfway to Halloween, or as some people would call it, Halfoween. I guess, I don't know. The thumbnail displays a cool looking little VHS thing. It's so spooky, oh my goodness. This is going to be a completely live reaction, by the way. I did not make a script at all for this thing. This is going to be just... I already watched the video, but, you know, bruh. Without further interruption, I will play the video right now. Behold! That's it. That was the video. That everyone was hyped up for this 8-second video, and for fair reasons. Not only is this a reminder that, yes, we are halfway to October 31st, however, this is also a reminder that Spirit will be releasing sneak peeks soon for their 2022 lineup, and I will be analyzing this video very, very carefully. And we'll start off by the starting shot. No, I don't mean the transition into the video itself. I mean, like, the very first, like, clip. This is the beginning shot, and there's not much very special about it. That is until you realize that there is a knife in the bottom right corner. And as the camera pans down to look at the little rolling ball, you can actually see that the knife is being held by a very miniature hand. It looks like a child's hand, almost. Like the hand can barely wrap itself around the handle of the thing, so I'm convinced that this is some kind of prop, similar to Mommy's Favorite from 2020. Though I could be very wrong. This could probably be like some kind of kneeling thing. It looks very, it looks like it's very close to the ground, so again, I could be wrong about this. And, you know, there's a few other things. There's that chalkboard right there. That chalkboard, I have no clue. Like, there's so much stuff on that chalkboard. And there's just a lot going on in this first clip. You know, there's the rocking chair. There's nothing on the chair. That's pretty spooky. You know, you have like some kind of like string of hair or something like that hanging off the rocking chair. And of course, you have the rolling ball. There's some composition books on the ground. I'll get to that soon. Here's the second part of the video, slowed down so that you can analyze this yourself if you really wanted to. Now we get a close-up of a portion of the chalkboard, and most notably there is a beaker-type sketch. There is words highlighted by a circle that say high voltage, and then there's a skeleton hand. Now the thing that gets me the most is the beaker, because the beaker looks very similar to Dr. Illumin's beaker, and I know... Oh, there's a lot of props with beakers like that. Well, this like is strikingly similar to the beaker that Dr. Illum has. Like, it is unmistakable. So I don't know what makes me think it, but I believe he will appear in this year's theme, not as a prop, but like as an Easter egg, kind of like how Crypt Keeper and what was his name? Pumpkin Nester ended up being quote-unquote employees of the month in the last year's theme in the Halloween Factory showroom. Or not the showroom. The words high voltage could be a reference to 3 different things. One would be Death Row, which was a prop made for Spirit back in like, what, 2011, I believe. It was made by Techie Design, and of course it was like an inmate being, you know, you get the death sentence and he's all letting up, bro. You know, there could be Electrified Maniac, which is another kind of inmate type prop, and he has a black bag over his head. And this could also be very unlikely a reference to the high voltage fenced in zombie from 2017. Though I doubt it's any of these, it's probably like a completely new prop, which, you know, I would quite enjoy. We haven't got any electrical props since, like, what, 2019 with, what, Experimental Eddie. So, you know, that's nice. And the skeleton hand. I think this might be experiment number 4. I don't know. It's just, it strikes me to think that this is experiment number 4, like his anatomy, just because he was just a hand. And this is also just a hand. And then let's move on to the scrapbook. There's nothing much going on until you see that there's a loose piece of paper next to these books, and it looks like a cannon. It looks kind of like a cannon. I don't know. It's got a cannon, like the kind of egg shape, and then it's got like these you know, it just looks like a cannon to me. If it's anything else, please tell me. But you know, it just looks like a cannon to me, and I can't shake that thought now. But if you think it's anything else, please let me know. There is other stuff on the chalkboard. I just won't analyze it, but I'll give you this much. It's basically all just biology stuff. There's a little, like, skull staff looking thing that kind of looks like Plague Doctor or Harbinger's staff. And then we'll move on to the last part of the video, which is just static for a few seconds, and then before it changes to the last 3 frames of the video, and the very last frame of this video reveals the date that Flagship is going to open, which is July 30th. So, you know, if you look very closely at the static near the end of the video, you will notice that there is a burlap sack that's like covered in blood or something. Some people say it's zombie bait, some people say it's Barnyard Butcher. I think it's neither. I think it's a completely new prop. Zombie bait does not have blood. Barnyard Butcher, why would they take a shot of the back of his head? And I doubt they would have it on, like, you know, the neck part of his mask. So, you know, I don't know. Maybe this is a completely like red herring as to what kind of prop there is for this year. Maybe this is just a tabletop. Who knows? But that is roughly about it. If you want to look closer at the board, you can visit the website and see, like, the little teaser that they put up for the decor. It's basically a high quality image, but sadly the middle is covered up by some text. But you can probably get a better idea of what it looks like. Anyways, thank you for listening in on this. You know. I hope to see great things, and yes, I know Home Depot's lineup was revealed. I love Fergus. I want to kiss and hug him. I love Fergus so